battleship foundered. Enemy battleship foundered.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Did you not catch that awesome depth strike from the black using its torps? Pretty awesome with radar and concealment. It really is a sneaky little thing, but 666, wow, that's questionable right there. But anyways, hey, I hope you like the camo on it. That's what I got and unlocked it when I unlocked the black in the new event. So right there, pretty awesome camo. I really enjoy it, and I will talk about it in my thoughts, if it's worth it, if it's fun to play, and what's the overall opinion about it. So the black. So right now there's the event going on, as you can tell, and I'm just going to play, a couple games. You can see I used it in ranked a lot. I think it really excels in ranked, as where a lot of other YouTubers and community contributors have said it is, and I really do believe it is the case. I mean, you can see me launching the slow torpedoes right there, 43 knots with no mods on it. Those literally are called sea mines. But anyways, before we keep going, like, subscribe, bell button below, guys. If you'd like to support the channel, appreciate all the support. We're on our way to 700 subscribers. I'm really impressed at how great the channel is growing, and the community as well. I really enjoy the community. And it even helps about, not only constructive criticism, but we all get to learn something at the same time and having a blast doing it. And I really enjoyed, building the community, having fun, and just sharing ideas and thoughts about not only the gameplay, but different types of ships, different type of techniques, and just having a good time just doing this as well. Anyways, the black. You see the torpedoes, very slow. However, the range is pretty phenomenal, out to 13.7 kilometers, which is really good. They're kind of like, I mean, this essentially is a Fletcher. If you don't know what a Fletcher is, it's tier 9 tech tree line. You can actually grind and get a tier 9 kind of like destroyer of this kind as well already out there. The only differences are that the torpedoes are slightly a little slower. They still pack a wallop of a punch, and you get radar. That's pretty much the difference. And not the fact that it has a pretty sweet camo look. It just looks pretty, I would say, sexy. It's just awesome. But anyways, I've always wanted to have the black. I've seen it, the gameplay on it. I've always wondered if it would ever come back, and it is. I've also wanted the Benham as well. Hopefully the Benham comes back in an event. And I think back in the day, black was available for either a weird resource or maybe coal or steel, whatever it was. I think it was a steel ship at one point. But anyways, now you can get it with the event going on. You can either grind it out. Either way, you're gonna have to spend doubloons of some kind. I elected to just purchase balloons, which I had, I don't care. I mean, I'll spend money. I make decent money. I can spend money to do that. I'm not a whale. I'm just having fun doing it. I enjoy it. Whatnot? It's a credit card. What to do? I just work it off, pay it off, and you're fine. But I use the money to really just want to look. I'm not gonna spend my time grinding out the thing, which you could do. I'm just saying I'm not gonna spend it. Here's the bread and butter. Before I begin, I keep going about that. Right now, the Fletcher right there, my counterpart, can't do much because I smoked up, which is another asset that I have, but I also have radar, which is 7.5 radar, which means he cannot see me, and he is exposed for the next 25 seconds or so of the radar I've equipped for the mod. And my friends and I can just basically shoot at will at the Fletcher. All he can do is run away. He has no heals. He's pretty much dead. I'm blind firing in the area, right? And that is what you just saw, a tactic right there, which I call the ninja strike, where you literally just cloak up, and then all of a sudden you use your sensei abilities. Boom! There we go. Splash 1 down. RIP back to 40. My counterpart Fletcher goes down, and we have eliminated the destroyer on this side, and that is how we take the advantage. So me and the Ibuki are going to go ahead and work this side while we continue talking about the black, and it'll be kind of a slow roll trying to get back. The Fletcher, as you can see, the black, as you can see, is a Fletcher, whole class and everything the same, except for, maybe a little bit of turning ability is a little bit better, I would say. Fletcher was also good. Speed is kind of okay. It's decent. It's like any other destroyer, not like you're blazing fast like a Colbert or Marceau. If you're not one of those destroyers, you're kind of average, okay? The other thing is it's got the Fletcher guns. The Fletcher guns are Fletcher guns. It's just 127 millimeter standard kind of single barrel guns. Shoot pretty fast. I build it for the gunboat build. If you notice at the beginning of the video, you can see my build right there. I did main battery reload as well as for the captain commander skills. That I built for as fast as reload as possible, as well as open water gunboating, fearless brawler. The reason being was the torps reload fast enough. They're like 90-second reloads approximately, as you can see right here. I'm shooting torpedoes and boom, they're back up again. I mean, that's how quick the kind of tier 9 Fletcher class kind of destroyer torpedoes are like. And these got some pretty good range and they travel the distance. Although they are slow, they have a great concealment because they're slow. It's a 0.8, I believe, or 0.8 or 0.9, but it's still freaking ridiculously low detection of these torpedoes. I mean, you literally have only maybe like a second or two to react to see when you see these things coming, and you're going to see later on how, like I said, how these things really pay off. Pretty powerful, pretty awesome. Although they're not the bread and butter of the black, I think the bread and butter is the gunboat build with the sneaky ninja attack of pop and smoke and slash and radar. And that's pretty much it. It's great at excelling at contesting caps. It's good at hunting DDs down. It's got good concealment. I mean, look, 5.8 concealment. You can't get any better than that unless you got a legendary mod on a gearing or Shimakaze or some kind like that. But, you know, like these torpedoes, like, look, they freak everybody out. They're like, oh, my gosh, torpedoes, I got to turn away. 5.8 concealment. He didn't detect us just until now, and now we're running away. And we got to watch out for this island right here. But that's a tactic right here. You're pretty much watching the tactic is hit and run style contest caps, and it really helps spot for the team. You're like an overall good DD gunboat. And ooh, we gotta watch out the turn. Watch that turning capability right there. Ooh, I got hit the scratch the paint on the island there, and we have got to get out of dodge right now because we are getting shot up right now. Go ahead and damage con to remove the fire that hurts our concealment, and we're gonna go ahead and sneak around the island and see good acceleration, good turning, and we can smoke up as well. So a lot of versatile things we can do to distract, you know, cruisers, battleships, while our friend the Ibuki can get some free shots off of them. And we got also torpedoes that are sneaky little sea mines going out there, and hopefully it hits the Brandenburg or of some kind. But I've depth struck at least a lot of guys I've noticed. Look, I've already got a torpedo hit right there randomly, not even planning on where I was aiming. But I'm telling you, these torpedoes are so sneaky. Again, I call this like the ninja boat. I mean, I'm probably triple six on the boat. That's kind of odd, right? But anyways, sneaky gunboat. It really does not only have the sneaky stealth radar, but the torpedoes are just come out of nowhere. And I've depth struck a lot of battleships in this game and a lot of cruisers that are just unsuspecting that these torpedoes just come out of nowhere. Anyways, going back to the acquiring of this thing, you can grind out during the event, but you still got to spend doubloons because they're just not enough. I believe you can only unlock the first, two? So people online are saying you can only unlock the first two with the tokens. And if you grind and get tokens, and that's all you can really get. After that, you got to start buying tokens. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to waste time. I'm just, like I said, put it on a credit card, pay it off. It's not a big deal. I mean, look, credit cards are just fake money anyways, and nobody's coming after you. I've never had an issue with it, and I'm pretty responsible with it. But anyways, get the black by just really grinding out. Charging the grind, if you will. And really, I'll tell you right now, the most I've spent for the amount of doubloons was, I think, about $160 of doubloons. But again, I can do that. I can do that because I'm pretty responsible. I do it for the channel. I do it for fun. I like the goat. I don't want to see this go away. I think the event only lasts like another, I think a couple weeks or something like that. But when I make this video, I got a good fire right there. But I just didn't want to wait, and I don't want to rush. And my time is valuable, okay? So I use the money to buy back my time, to get the black, to have fun with it. Enjoyment, that's what you're paying for. It's enjoyment of a game. But also to do a nice real review or video and also grind out some ranked gameplay. But really, is it worth it? Is it really worth the amount of doubloons you got to buy and spend? And you get a lot of stuff to go with it. I mean, I got a camo. I've got commanders. I think Arleigh Burke was one of the commanders. Not free, but you bought the commander essentially with it. You get the camo, you get flags. I mean, it comes with the whole package, if you will. So, is it worth it, though? In my opinion, I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth the price tag of a tier 9 like digital item, tier 9, whatever. To me, am I going to play the black that often? Probably not. I think it's kind of just a meme ship, really. It's just like, if I feel like it, I'll play it, and if not, I won't, whatever. But I've been doing that for World of Warships for a while. I believe that Again, my time is valuable. I'm not gonna, and this is a pay to play. I'm just helping support the game. It costs money to build this game. It costs money to pay the employees to keep it running, and for as crappy as the servers they are, but it pays to keep the lights on, if you will. And I'm willing to support it. I mean, it also gives me content to talk about. It gives me something to enjoy, and I don't mind doing that. You know, like I said, it's all about how you guys want to spend your money, spend your time. I just elected to do that. I'll be honest, it's transparent. That's how I elected to choose to do my style of gameplay. But let's talk about more about the black. Is it worth it? I don't think so. I think it's just like another meme shit. It's like a Fletcher. It's just a Fletcher that has very inaccurate guns, I've noticed. You really have to build it for the mod 3. You got to do the, what is it called, aim point, whatever, where you get better dispersion, because if you build for torpedo speed, yeah, 2 knots extra, does it really help? Not really, in my opinion. I think the torpedoes are already slow as it is. I mean, Holland shoots out the 90 knots. You're going 43, 45. You're not even getting much. So I'd rather have faster reload with better hitting shells. I mean, and the shells have got to get on point, and you notice they're doing some damage. They're starting fires and so forth. Bad thing, AA is crap, so don't worry about the AA. The maneuverability, like I said, is just decent. It's just like a Fletcher. You want to know what this thing drives like? Go look up a Fletcher review. But really the bread and butter of this thing is having smoke in the radar and nice, slow, concealable torpedoes, if you will. But that is how it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I got great games in it. It's really good. Number 1 on the team in that match right there. But it really is a great contester for ranked, for tier 9, for what it does. So hope you guys like it. Let me know your thoughts, and if it's worth it. If not, well, let me know. So we'll talk to you guys soon, and be safe. Cheers.